Comment on the Warcrow Week videos for your chance to win a Warcrow Wins from the North 2-player battle pack. We will choose 3 winners, one from YouTube, one from OnTableTop.com, and one from our Cult of Games members, so you guys get an extra chance to win.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Warcrow Wins from the North themed week. Once more, Killian and Hoopoe are with me to talk about magic. Cue the meme.
Oh yes, please. Insert the meme right here.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, magic is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
It's delightful.
It is.
Very powerful.
There are so many forms.
Yeah.
But yet it all comes back to the same sort of mechanics.
The classic.
Everything works beautifully when the magical fluxes are pushed gently towards an opponent. A little guiding hand.
We thought we would do this video about magic because that is a question we get a lot from you travelers. How does magic work? Very finely. How do we mechanically use magic on the game? So we thought, why not giving an explanation for you? And we're going to use, because we believe in show and tell, we're going to use, say, the Frostfire Herald and his Fireblaze. And I don't know, we could use
Could use anybody at all.
the Wise Mane, for example. We could use Grandpa from the Northern Tribes.
The Wise Mane is affectionately known as Grandpa now.
Yeah, yes. he's the edgy Grandpa. So we have him here, both of them. So what happened in this made-up scenario is that the Frostfire Herald is making the Wise Mane his target. Okay? So how does magic work? Casting a spell is a simple action. So first you declare, I'm going to cast a spell. For that, the spellcaster needs to gather its willpower roll, which is 3 orange die. What we're looking for here is a successful willpower roll. So should the Frostfire Herald want to throw his spell, just as it is, just willpower roll, and if you get at least 1 success, you're good to apply the following effects of the spell. However.
It's beautiful, however.
There's a tinge in this world. If you're familiar with the world of Lindwurm, you know that magic comes with a price. Always. But it's a price that is so much worth paying.
Oh God, yes.
In it. So,
very much.
In the profile of a unit, described under the specifications of the spell, you have here potential alterations. And these are signaled by your wee little black die. In case you want to alter your spell, you will gather your willpower roll on the one hand and then as many black die as the required alteration indicates. In this case, Frostfire Herald is a wee bit too far away from the Northern Tribes, but he doesn't want to come nearer. So he's going to add a black die for making the spell have a range of 12 strides instead of the regular languages, regular 7 strides. And then there's another cheeky alteration down below that says your attack gains the switch, a special to cancel 1 block on your target. And that is
who would use that?
Who wouldn't?
Yes, who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
Use that?
Because tinge is something wonderful.
Yes.
And you roll those additional black dice with the willpower roll to see if it's a success or not. Yes.
It's a face-to-face roll between the spellcaster and the magical forces of the tinge. Now, what happens here is a face-to-face roll. So blocks cancel successes. If after this roll, this face-to-face roll between willpower and tinge, you still have enough successes, congratulations, your spell is on the way. But if
yes, there
in
are
this
2
roll,
symbols to be aware of.
Exactly. During this roll, if you roll a hollow block, this will mean you're getting home with a tinge token. And these are permanent. And these are forever. That is going to be interesting onwards. But the other symbol to be aware of is the hollow special. If you are clean, you don't have to worry about it. But in case you have already tinged when you're casting the spell, should you roll a hollow special, this means you would activate the tinge effects immediately. And you apply all of them in order, depending how many tinge tokens you have on you.
How stained you are.
Yes.
I mean, I don't see a problem. The unit is stressed. Well, I'm often stressed whenever I'm using magic.
Mhm.
Yeah, you are.
It's not something that you have to be calm about. Don't worry about it. But I do see it caps out at 5, which is fine. 5+. So once you hit 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you're gone.
You're-
It
at that
just
stage.
explodes.
you're already on the road to damnation and perdition at that point. So
Exactly.
why not push it a bit farther and get
So
a bit more
essentially, you
stressed?
can just roll the normal willpower to activate the spell, but if you want to give a bit more power to it, you're adding in the black dice, but that carries with it a risk
It's
because
risk reward.
gaining the tinge and then suffering the effects of the tinge as the game progresses can be very bad for both your spellcaster and basically everybody in his vicinity.
Yeah.
If it goes very wrong. Yeah. Like I say, the Scions treat tinge slightly differently.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah, we do.
that's sort of the future to talk about.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes.
And that's how far I can go. But yes, of course, the tinge for the Scion is almost a friend. It's a tool we use.
Well, to be brutally honest, and maybe this is just me talking here. Maybe I've misunderstood tinge and how it works. But as far as I'm concerned, at 4 tinge, the unit gains intimidating. That's a buff. I should be trying to get to that as quickly as possible. All units within 8 strides must pass the willpower check. With at least 2 successes will receive frightened.
Mhm.
That includes your friends, though.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I mean, just saying.
But why would I not be the most intimidating Crossfire Herald in the world ever? That's free buffs.
It is, yeah.
I didn't have to, that's not even on the cost of the card.
Yes.
That's just free. You just need to get the 4 tinge as quickly as you possibly can. And I can get there very quickly if that's good. There's a lot of black die to be rolled.
There is a lot,
If I'm out and about. But yeah, so
do you want to do a demonstration?
So it was crucial.
Oh, yeah.
Once the spell is actually cast, though, then you're looking into its effects.
Mhm,
So
yeah,
its effects come
because
afterwards.
yeah, good point. Because you rolling willpower is just to see if the effect is activated. If you cast a spell, once you do it, some of them are automatic and don't require anything else. For example, your unit heals 1 wound, or your unit displaces, or the target does this and that. But some others will imply an attack, like is the case of the Fireblaze. Let's say that the Frostfire Herald actually made it, and his willpower, even though it was tinged, was successful. And now what he has to do is to resolve a ranged attack against the target. So we will have the required roll just over here, which is red, orange, and 2 yellows. And then the defensor, in this case Grandpa, will have his defense. So I wonder how that could possibly end.
But yes, but the units who are affected by magical spells get to roll their normal defense against them. So they're not rolling any kind of willpower to negate it. They're just rolling their defense to defend against the spell. And that's when they would roll their normal defense dice. Whether or not it's successful, that's entirely up to luck, but they do get to roll it.
But there's a catch. If there is another spellcaster within 20 strides of the active spellcaster, the opponent can attempt to block your spell.
Oh, Wizard Jewel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my word.
And the way you would do that is you would gather your own tinge roll. So if it's hollow block, you are pinching yourself. But if you roll normal blocks, you will be preventing the opponent's spellcaster from casting the spell.
That's really nice because you don't often see Wizard Jewels kicking off in games. It's cause and effect. It works like a regular ranged attack as well.
This one in particular does, but for example, the Hand of Wind just displaces displaces the target. The Spirit of the Thermoplerus gives a buff to the target allied unit, and some others we have in other units that
spells might do things as well, like move pieces of specific terrain as well, or create certain effects on the board as well. So like there's a lot of scope for what they can do.
Are there any spells that affect the turn tracker? Can time be slowed and sped up? Can I be Kronos, Master of Time?
I know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Master of Time.
Excuse me, I forgot something behind this screen.
Don't worry about that. Never worry about that, folks. But there you go. It's a relatively simple system because it uses the baked-in rules of the rest of the game for the likes of willpower and ranged or just general attacks. Switches are there as well, but not for the defender because
it's a ranged attack. Switches don't work on ranged attacks, and that's something you have to keep in mind.
For the defense on the range.
For the defense, yeah. But your mileage may vary with your spell casting as well. So hopefully that's given you a little insight into mechanically how it works.
And an invitation to get the tinge, to welcome the tinge into your life.
Everybody likes it. And if you don't like it, you'll learn to like it. If you have any questions, drop them below and we'll get you an answer. Until next time, bye-bye.
Comment on the Warcrow Week videos for your chance to win a Warcrow Wins from the North 2-player battle pack. We will choose 3 winners, one from YouTube, one from OnTableTop.com, and one from our Cult of Games members. So you guys get an extra chance to win.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.